is essential to prevent diseases common to the species. Although it may seem obvious, it is important to remember that if you choose a commercial feed, it needs to be of good quality to get what's best for your cat. There are numerous scientific studies which prove a good diet improves the general condition of the cat, the quality of their coat, their skin, eyes, etc. And if you prefer to make a homemade diet, keep in mind that cats are obligate carnivores and need to consume a greater amount of protein in the form of meat and fish. And don't forget the importance of having plenty of clean fresh water available at all times. Regular visits to the veterinarian are essential to prevent and detect the presence of disease. The earlier the detection, the better the prognosis. Additionally, it is important to follow the vaccination and deworming schedules recommended by your specialist. You've probably already noticed the amount of hours your cat spends licking itself. Cleanliness plays a fundamental role in the life of every feline, and without it, they will not be happy. Cats can't stand dirt on their fur or in their environment. A disorganized home, lack of hygiene, neglect of their litter box, etc. can seriously upset their well-being. It is recommended to brush long-haired cats daily and to clean their litter box too. There are some cats which are more sociable, some which are more solitary. The latter might be the kind which hide every time a new visitor comes into the house. For this reason, you shouldn't force your cat to do something they don't want to do, especially when they are afraid. Respecting their peace and privacy is essential to ensure their happiness. The more you force your cat, the less they will want to stay by your side. This is because they will start to associate you with negative stimuli. They will then begin to associate the things you like as things they don't like. Cats have a specific body language with which they can communicate with animals and us humans. Learning to understand this body language is essential in knowing what it is our cat wants to tell us at all times and how we should act accordingly. Cats are natural hunters and need to express this natural instinct through play. You won't need to invest a lot of money to do this, as you can make your cat happy by crafting homemade toys or playing games at home to keep them entertained. The important thing is to offer the animal a varied range of toys which stimulate them physically and mentally. Also, you will need scratching posts, shelves to let them walk at a certain height, and anything which can help them replicate their hunting behavior safely. Most people think it is enough to put some sand in a box, without thinking about how important it is to choose the right type for each animal. Cats are selective creatures with personal tastes and preferences. It's essential to get them the products they feel comfortable using, or they will do their business elsewhere. Unfortunately, there is no one box which is better than another, since every cat is a world unto their own. What is universally accepted is that the box needs to be twice as big as the animal so that they can move freely and not feel uncomfortable. As for selecting the right type of litter, felines generally prefer those with finer grains and which have no perfume. Do you live with more than one feline? If so, did you know that it is ideal to have more than one box? According to experts in feline behavior, it is advisable to have one litter box per cat with one extra on top. Cats are territorial animals as well as being very neat and possessive of their belongings. Sharing something as important as their toilet can lead them to not using it. Although we think of training as limited to dogs, cats can also be educated. Positive reinforcement is the ideal method to guide your cat into certain behaviors. You can even train and teach them to do tricks. By rewarding the animal with treats or affection each time they behave properly, the cat relates the action or attitude to something good. This makes it more likely to repeat this behavior again in order to increase the likelihood of a reward. Punishment and yelling are not the solution. They cause the animal to associate us with negative stimuli. They can even develop problems they would not otherwise have had. Many cats are very independent animals, it is true, but all they need is love, affection, and attention from their fellow humans. You should spoil your cat when it is appropriate and don't neglect them when they come looking for attention. They are very sensitive animals, observant, and have a good memory. Any inappropriate behavior on your part will not go unnoticed, and it can cool the relationship between the two of you. And that is all for this video. Let us know if there are any more specific ways